In hindsight, we accomplished what was required. With Unicron's awakening, extreme measures needed to be taken. Enemies became allies. Allies became confidants. And with the matrix of leadership, the planet Earth was saved. Though at immeasurable personal cost. When Optimus surrendered the matrix, he lost more than the collective wisdom of the Primes.
Who are they?
Our mortal enemies!
He lost himself.
That doesn't follow. Optimus knew Megatron.
They were like BFFs.
If Optimus did not know his own name, perhaps it is because the title of Prime hasn't yet been granted to him.
Huh?
What?
Say again?
With the power of the Matrix no longer within him, it would stand to reason that Optimus has reverted to his pre-Prime state. The historical archivist, Orion Pax.
You mean in his mind?
Are you telling me Prime thinks he's some kind of librarian and a Decepticon?
Attention, crew! Our guest is currently in isolation to help ease his transition. But when Orion Pax emerges, he is to be shown every courtesy. And the first to address him is Optimus Prime. Will have their voice box torn out.
Lord Megatron, is it wise to allow an Autobot, current or former, full run of the premises?
Nothing happens aboard this ship without my knowledge. You would do well to remember that, Arachnid. But there's no need for concern. Orion does not possess the same fight Optimus is so renowned for.
Then what use is he to our cause?
Rest assured, Orion Pax will indeed earn his stripes.
Welcome back to the winning team.
Being a Decepticon is a choice, Agent Fowler. One that I have a hard time believing Optimus would make at any point in his life.
So if he's riding with the cons,
It's because Megatron's working some kind of voodoo.
Orion Pax may not currently be an Autobot up here, but I must believe he will never stop being one in here. We must locate him to know for certain.
Hold up. I have a chip lodged in my behind that lets Uncle Sam know when I stop for donuts. Are you telling me you can't just track Prime?
Optimus's signal has not reappeared since he embarked for Earth's core. But we must get to work finding him if we have any hope of initiating his contingency plan.
Contingency plan?
what contingency?
Is that even a word?
The key card. So what's it do?
It grants access to Vector Sigma, the repository of the wisdom of the Primes.
Is that some sort of supercomputer?
So we can just download Optimus's memories back into him? Great! Which one's the big V? Over here? Somewhere in back?
Vector Sigma is more than a supercomputer, Jack. It is an ancient source of mystical power on Cybertron.
You have been a captive of the Autobots and locked in stasis for quite some time, Orion. Long enough for us to be in Exodus on another world.
Exodus? Why?
Because the Warlord Ratchet's careless actions led to this. Cybertron.
Jackson Darby, you will not be traveling to another planet.
I'm in.
You're not going either, Miko. Not when one of you can.
June's right. Why send a boy to do a bot's job?
Because only a Prime can access Vector Sigma, or one chosen by a Prime. Optimus gave the keycard to Jack. It is now imprinted with his unique biosignature.
So you mean Jack's like some kind of honorary Prime?
Let's just say Jack is the only one who can return Optimus to the Autobot we knew.
But why would Optimus willfully endanger a human? A child?
I'm not a child.